Hello students, in this video I am Abhay Kumar going to discuss part 2 of the book Classical Mechanics of b.sc part 3 Physics Honours for all universities. In this video we will discuss two important applications of Hamilton's equations of motion. First one is equation of motion of a simple pendulum using Hamilton's equations of motion, and then after we will discuss second application, which is motion of a charged particle in an electromagnetic field. First of all, we have to discuss application 1 of Hamilton's equations of motion, which is equation of motion of a simple pendulum. Kinetic energy of a simple pendulum is T is equal to half mv square, which is 1/2 m into x dot square, where velocity v is equal to x dot dx by dt, and x dot is L theta dot. Because suppose a simple pendulum of mass small m, which is actually the mass of the bob, in the equilibrium position A, when it is displaced to through angle theta, that is bob is taken to another position B, then its center, that is center of the bob, rises through distance AC, and new position of the bob is B. L is the effective length of the simple pendulum. So if we take this arc AB as x, then we know that theta is equal to arc upon length or arc upon radius. Therefore, theta is equal to x upon L, and hence x is equal to L into theta. But velocity is x dot dx by dt. So x dot is equal to L into theta dot, because L is constant, which is effective length of the simple pendulum. So there is change in angular displacement theta with respect to time, which is angular velocity. Theta dot is equal to d theta by dt, which is omega, angular velocity. So kinetic energy of the bob of a simple pendulum is T is equal to finally 1/2 m L square theta dot square, since x dot is equal to x dot, which is velocity, equals to L into theta dot. From the geometry of the figure, and potential energy of the bob is V is equal to mg into AC, because height through which the center of the bob is raised from its equilibrium position A to the new position B is AC. So potential energy of the bob is mg into AC, mg into this distance AC, and AC we can write OA, which is the effective length of the simple pendulum, minus OA minus OC, and OC is L cos theta, because in this angle cos theta is equal to base, that is OC, upon hypotenuse OB. Therefore OC is equal to OB cos theta, that is L cos theta. So potential energy of the bob is V is equal to mg into AC, equals to mg OA minus OC, that is mg, OA is L, OA is the effective length of the simple pendulum. OA is the distance of the string of the simple pendulum from point of suspension to CG, center of gravity or center of mass of the bob. So OA distance is L, which is effective length of the simple pendulum. So potential energy of the bob is P is equal to V mgl 1 minus cos theta. Hence Lagrangian function is given by L equals to kinetic energy, difference between kinetic energy minus potential energy, T minus V, and both are here. T is 1 by 2 m l square theta dot square minus, and potential energy V is mgl 1 minus cos theta, and this is equation number 3, which is the Lagrangian function for a simple pendulum. And this equation follows delta L upon delta theta dot, which is p theta momentum. P theta is equal to delta L upon delta theta dot from Lagrangian equation of motion. We have only the first term half ml square theta dot square involves theta dot. So we have differentiating this first term of equation 3 with respect to theta. We will obtain del L upon delta L upon delta theta dot is equal to 1 by 2 ml square is constant, and differentiation of theta dot square is 2 theta dot. 2 and 2 in the numerator and denominator will cancel out. So we have ml square theta dot. Theta dot is d theta by dt, angular velocity of the bob. So p theta is equal to, we have relation p theta, therefore p theta, which is momentum, ml square theta dot, and this is equation number 4. And from this equation we can obtain theta dot, which is p theta upon ml square. Here it is theta dot, that is d theta upon dt, that is rate of change of angular displacement, which is angular velocity. So from equation 4 we can obtain theta dot from equation 4. Theta dot equals to p theta upon ml square, and this is equation number 5. We have to use this equation 5, that is theta dot, for theta dot equals to p theta upon ml square in the Hamiltonian function for the simple pendulum later on. Now Hamiltonian function is given by h equals to sigma over k pk qk dot minus Lagrangian L. Pk is generalized momenta, qk dot is generalized velocity. For a simple pendulum, in our case, pk is replaced by p theta, and qk dot is replaced by theta dot. So Hamiltonian function h is pk. In place of pk we have p theta in this case, and for qk dot it is theta dot minus L. P theta is given, here p theta is given, ml square theta dot into theta dot, and Lagrangian function was T minus V, that is kinetic energy minus potential energy, that is Lagrangian was 1 by 2 kinetic energy m L square theta dot square minus L is equal to T minus V, kinetic energy minus potential energy, minus mg, potential energy was mgl 1 minus cos theta, 1 minus cos theta, mgl 1 minus cos theta, bracket closed. In place of Lagrangian we have write here 1 by 2 ml square theta dot square, which is kinetic energy T, capital T, minus potential energy mgl 1 minus cos theta, equals to m, or h is equal to ml square theta dot square minus half ml square theta dot square एंड यार माइनस माइनस प्लस, ब्रैकेट को हटाने के बाद माइनस माइनस प्लस, प्लस mgl 1 माइनस कॉस थीटा, और हैमिल्टोनियन H इक्वल टू ml स्क्वायर थीटा डॉट स्क्वायर माइनस हाफ ml स्क्वायर थीटा डॉट स्क्वायर, दैट इज 2 ml स्क्वायर थीटा डॉट स्क्वायर माइनस ml स्क्वायर थीटा डॉट स्क्वायर अपॉन 2। इन दोनों टर्म का ml स्क्वायर थीटा डॉट स्क्वायर माइनस हाफ ml स्क्वायर थीटा डॉट स्क्वायर इज 1/2 ml स्क्वायर थीटा डॉट स्क्वायर प्लस दिस इज काइनेटिक एनर्जी प्लस mgl 1 minus cos theta, which is potential energy of the bob of a simple pendulum, and half ml square theta dot square is kinetic energy, that is T plus V, kinetic energy plus potential energy, that is Hamiltonian represents the total energy of the system. Hamiltonian is the sum of kinetic energy and potential energy. Hamiltonian sum होता है kinetic energy का प्लस potential energy का, तो यहाँ पर T है ml square theta dot square is T equals to T और mgl 1 माइनस कॉस थीटा, दिस इज पोटेंशियल एनर्जी ऑफ द बॉब, यह सिंपल पेंडुलम के बॉब का पोटेंशियल एनर्जी mgl 1 माइनस कॉस थीटा, तो ये भी हो गया T प्लस V इजकल टू टोटल एनर्जी ऑफ द बॉब या टोटल एनर्जी ऑफ द सिस्टम, टोटल एनर्जी, दिस रिप्रेजेंट्स टोटल एनर्जी ऑफ द बॉब ऑफ द सिंपल पेंडुलम। तो ये हैमिल्टोनियन का इक्वेशन हो गया, दैट इज H इजकल टू हाफ Hamiltonian function for a simple pendulum is H is equal to 1/2 ml square theta dot square plus mgl 1 minus cos theta, which is T plus V. This is kinetic energy and this second term is potential energy. And this equation is therefore we have H is equal to finally Hamiltonian is 1/2 ml square theta dot square plus mgl 1 minus cos theta, and this is equation number 6. After 5, this is equation number 6. And from this equation we can write delta H by delta theta dot. In place of theta dot we can put here p theta upon ml square. In place of theta dot we can write p theta upon ml square from equation 5. So using 5 here, theta dot is p theta upon ml square. So using 5 in equation 6 we get using equation 5 in equation 6 we get H Hamiltonian function H for a simple pendulum is 1/2 ml square into theta dot is p theta upon ml square, theta dot is p theta upon ml square. So 1/2 ml square theta dot square plus mgl 1 minus cos theta. So theta in place of theta dot we can write p theta upon ml square. So p theta square upon ml square, p theta upon ml square का होल स्क्वायर, दैट इज ml स्क्वायर कैंसिल होकर ml स्क्वायर नीचे रह जाएगा, p theta upon ml p theta स्क्वायर अपॉन ml स्क्वायर होल स्क्वायर, और न्यूमरेटर में भी ml स्क्वायर है, उससे एक इसका पावर एक कैंसिल हो जाएगा, तो बच जाएगा p theta अपॉन 2 ml स्क्वायर प्लस mgl 1 माइनस कॉस थीटा। तो हमारा रिजल्ट होगा अब H इजकल टू p थीटा स्क्वायर अपॉन 2 ml स्क्वायर प्लस mgl 1 माइनस कॉस थीटा, हैमिल्टोनियन फंक्शन फॉर सिंपल पेंडुलम। Now we have Hamiltonian function for the simple pendulum H p theta square upon 2 ml square न्यूमरेटर से डिनोमिनेटर ml स्क्वायर का एक पावर कैंसिल हो गया, तो ml स्क्वायर डिनोमिनेटर में बचेगा, तो p थीटा स्क्वायर प्लस अपॉन 2 ml स्क्वायर प्लस mgl 1 माइनस cos थीटा, and this is equation number 7. After 6 it is 7. And from this equation, we can find delta H upon delta H upon delta P theta, delta H upon delta P theta equals to 2 P theta upon 1 by 2 ml स्क्वायर. 2 से 2 कैंसिल हो गया, तो डेल्टा एच अपॉन डेल्टा पी थीटा इक्वल्स टू पी थीटा अपॉन ml स्क्वायर. And this is theta dot. This is theta dot. Delta H by delta P theta is equal to theta dot. It is theta dot, which is P theta upon, again it is P theta upon ml square in equation 5 also. This is equation number 8. And delta H upon delta theta. In first term, in second term, first term is independent of theta. It depends on p theta. First term depends on p theta. So delta h by delta theta. तो फर्स्ट टर्म इसमें तो कोई थीटा वाला टर्म है नहीं, पी थीटा है इन्वॉल्व. तो इसका डिफरेंशिएशन, पार्शियल डिफरेंशिएशन इस टर्म का तो जीरो हो जाएगा, इस पर डिपेंड ही नहीं करेगा. अब सेकेंड टर्म में है MGL 1 का डिफरेंशिएशन तो जीरो माइनस कॉस थीटा, क्योंकि डेल्टा एच बाई डेल्टा थीटा है तो कॉस थीटा का माइनस साइन थीटा, cos theta का minus sin theta, it is minus sin theta, minus sin theta, that is plus sin theta. Therefore delta H upon delta theta equals to mg minus plus, तो plus mgl sin theta, mgl sin theta. This is equation number 9. Now we have to write Hamiltonian equations of motion for theta dot and p theta using Hamilton's canonical equation of motion. We will obtain the Hamiltonian equations of motion for a simple pendulum, and then after equation of motion of a simple pendulum. Now Hamilton's equations for p theta and theta dot are given by using Hamilton's equations of motion. Hamilton's equations for p theta and theta dot are given by using Hamilton's canonical equation of motion. Theta dot, for theta dot, it is delta h by delta p theta, which is p theta upon theta dot equals to delta h upon delta theta. In equation 8 we have already obtained delta h upon delta p theta equals to p theta upon ml square, and this is equation number 8. So it is equation number 8. So we can write, this is equation number 8 already, we have obtained it. And for p theta, Hamilton equation of motion is, for p theta we have p theta equals to minus delta h by delta theta using one of the Hamilton's canonical equation of motion. P theta momentum is equal to minus delta h by delta qk dot. Here in place of qk dot, in place of qk, here is delta h by delta theta. So pk is equal to minus delta h by delta qk, that is delta in place of qk position, it is theta, that is angular displacement. So minus delta h by delta theta, p theta is equal to minus delta h by delta theta using one of the Hamilton's canonical equation of motion, and delta h by delta theta is mgl sin theta, so it is minus mgl sin theta. And this is equation number we obtained from 9, so this is also equation 9a, and it is 8a, the earlier equation is. The above equation is 8a from, it is obtained from 8 and it is obtained from 9. P theta is equal to minus delta h upon delta theta minus mgl sin theta. So equation, these two equations are called 8a and 9a are called Hamilton's equations for Hamilton's equations for a simple pendulum. So these are both equations. The above two equations, that is 8a and 9a, the above two equations are called Hamiltonian equation or Hamilton's equations of motion for a simple pendulum. Hamilton's equation for a simple pendulum. Now for equation of motion of a simple pendulum, we have P theta is equal to ml square into theta dot. P theta is equal to ml square into theta dot P theta, and here P theta is equal to minus delta h upon delta theta. P theta dot, this is P theta dot. P theta pk dot is equal to minus delta h upon delta qk. In place of qk, we have written delta theta. So pk dot is equal to minus delta h by delta qk. Or pk, in place of pk dot we have written p theta dot, and in place of qk we have written theta. So p theta dot is equal to minus delta h upon delta theta is equal to minus mgl sin theta. And for theta dot, it is theta dot, one of the equation of Hamilton's equation of motion for a simple pendulum, theta dot delta h upon delta p theta, which is p theta upon ml square theta. From equation 8a, we can write p theta is equal to p theta ml square theta dot. From equation 8a, from equation 8a, p theta equals to ml square theta dot after cross multiplication, and in 9a, in equation 9a, another equation, Hamilton's equation of for a simple pendulum, is p theta dot is equal to minus mgl sin theta. So after differentiating it, we can get since p theta is equal to ml square theta dot, and p theta dot, we have to obtain p theta dot. So p theta dot is equal to, therefore p theta dot equals to ml square, which is constant, and differentiating theta dot with respect to dt, that is theta double dot. This is theta double dot. So p theta dot is ml square theta double dot. P theta is ml square theta double dot. So in equation 9a, that is in LHS of equation 9a, we can put ml square theta double dot in place of p theta dot. We can get the final result of equation of motion of a simple pendulum. So we have putting p theta dot is equal to ml square theta double dot in LHS of equation 9a. So we get p theta dot is equal to p theta dot ml square, or using it in equation 9a, in LHS of 9a. So after putting p theta dot equals to ml square theta double dot in LHS of equation 9a, which is one of the equation of Hamilton's equation of motion for a simple pendulum. Equation 9a, we get, in place of p theta dot in equation 9a, we can write ml square theta double dot. So ml square theta double dot, that is d square theta upon dt square, that is angular acceleration. D theta double dot is d square theta upon dt square, which is angular acceleration. So equation 9, LHS of 9a is ml square theta double dot in place of p theta dot, and RHS is minus mgl sin theta, or m and m, both m in LHS and RHS will cancel out, and L in RHS and L square in LHS will cancel out, केवल एक पावर बचेगा. So L theta only, we will left with L theta dot double dot equals to minus g sin theta, or dividing both sides by L, we get theta double dot equals to minus g by L sin theta. Therefore, the final equation is theta double dot plus g by L sin theta equals to 0, which is equation number 10 and which is the final equation. यह फाइनल इक्वेशन है, इक्वेशन ऑफ मोशन ऑफ ए सिंपल पेंडुलम, विच इज कॉल्ड इक्वेशन ऑफ मोशन ऑफ ए सिंपल पेंडुलम आफ्टर obtaining Hamilton's equations for a simple pendulum. And this equation is called, this is equation of motion. This represents the equation of motion of a simple pendulum. Simple pendulum. राइट डाउन इट, इसे आप लोग नोट कर लें. दिस इज थीटा डबल डॉट प्लस जी बाई एल साइन थीटा इक्वल टू 0. दिस इज द फाइनल इक्वेशन. दिस रिप्रेजेंट्स द इक्वेशन ऑफ मोशन ऑफ ए सिंपल पेंडुलम बाय यूजिंग हैमिल्टन्स कैनोनिकल इक्वेशंस ऑफ मोशन. Now we have to discuss second application, that is application number 2 of Hamilton's equations of motion, which is Hamiltonian function and Hamiltonian's equations for a charged particle in an electromagnetic field. And it is a very, very important application of Hamilton's equations of motion, which is usually asked in different universities examinations in b.sc part 3 physics honors क्लास. और इस एप्लीकेशन को इंडिपेंडेंटली भी विदाउट एनी टेल डायरेक्ट क्वेश्चन के रूप में भी पूछा जाता है डिफरेंट यूनिवर्सिटीज एग्जामिनेशंस में b.sc पार्ट 3 फिजिक्स ऑनर्स कोर्स के क्लास के. जबकि फर्स्ट एप्लीकेशन को यूजुअली Hamilton's canonical equation, derive Hamilton's canonical equation of motion and apply it to obtain the equation of motion of a simple pendulum. तो फर्स्ट एप्लीकेशन को तो कैनोनिकल इक्वेशन के साथ, हैमिल्टन्स कैनोनिकल इक्वेशन के साथ कंबाइंडली पूछा जाता है यूजुअली डिफरेंट यूनिवर्सिटीज एग्जामिनेशंस में. लेकिन इस टॉपिक को तो डायरेक्टली लॉन्ग क्वेश्चन के रूप में डायरेक्टली भी पूछा जाता है, यूजुअली प्राय डायरेक्टली पूछा जाता है, कभी कभी हैमिल्टन्स इक्वेशन ऑफ मोशन के साथ टेल में भी, लेकिन डायरेक्टली इसे एक इंडिपेंडेंट क्वेश्चन के रूप में भी पूछा जाता है. तो फॉर टू डिस्कस हैमिल्टोनियन एंड हैमिल्टन्स इक्वेशंस फॉर ए चार्ज पार्टिकल इन एन इलेक्ट्रोमैग्नेटिक फील्ड. सपोज ए चार्ज पार्टिकल ऑफ चार्ज क्यू विच मूव्स विथ वेलोसिटी v वेक्टर इन एन इलेक्ट्रोमैग्नेटिक फील्ड. सो लैग्रेंजियन फॉर द मोशन ऑफ ए charge particle of charge q in an electromagnetic field is given by L is equal to capital L is the Lagrangian function half mv square, which is kinetic energy, minus qs plus q by c v vector dot a vector, where s is a scalar function, q is charge, it is also a scalar, c is the speed of light in vacuum, v is a velocity vector function which is velocity, and a vector is vector potential, and s is a scalar function, a scalar potential. Now the canonical momenta are given by pk momentum. Since momentum is a vector quantity, so pk vector is equal to delta L upon delta qk dot or delta rk dot. Rk is position. In place of qk dot, we can write rk dot, and qk dot is velocity. So delta L upon delta v. So we can from equation 1 we can find delta L upon delta v. Differentiating equation 1 with respect to velocity, qk dot is velocity. So in first term, velocity term is present in first term and also in third term of equation 1, which is Lagrangian of a charge particle of charge q in an electromagnetic field which moves with velocity v vector. So delta L upon delta V is equal to differentiating equation 1 with respect to velocity. In first term, half mv square. So first term of equation 1 becomes, after differentiating it with respect to v, 1 by 2m, which is constant, 1 by 2m, and v square is 2v. And second term is independent of velocity, so its partial differentiation with velocity is 0. And in third term there is velocity term, so plus q by c and delta v upon delta v upon delta v का differentiation v के respect में delta v upon delta v, that is 1. So only we will left with a vector which is vector potential or vector function. We can generalize it, that is 2 and 2 will cancel out. So therefore pk vector is equal to m vk. After generalizing it, velocity for coordinates k, m vk plus q by c ak vector, m vk plus q by c ak, it is pk is equal to m vk plus q by c ak. This is generalized momenta for generalized coordinate, for canonical momenta for generalized coordinate k, and this is equation number 2. Now we can obtain vk from this equation 2, and then we will obtain Hamiltonian function for a charged particle in an electromagnetic field. So mvk we can write from equation 2, we can write mvk equals to pk vector minus q by c ak vector. Therefore vk, generalized velocity vk, equals to pk by m minus q by c ak by m, that is 1 by m we can taken out of the bracket, 1 by m pk minus q by c ak vector. This is vk. Now we have to find first Hamiltonian of the charged particle in an electromagnetic field. So Hamiltonian function is given by Hamiltonian function h is given by Hamiltonian function for a charged particle in an electromagnetic field is given by Hamiltonian function is given by Hamiltonian function is h equals to sigma over k pk qk dot minus L, sigma over k pk is here m vk plus q by c ak, and qk dot is velocity vk, that is in place of pk. In place of qk dot we can write qk dot, in place of qk dot we can write vk vk minus L, Hamiltonian function. Now we have h is equal to sigma over k pk is also here m vk plus q by c ak, and vk is also here, product of both pk and vk will be taken here. A minus Lagrangian is also given, 1 by 2 mv square minus qs plus q by c v vector dot a vector. So we can write here pk, in place of pk we can write m vk vector plus q by c ak vector into vk is here 1 by m pk minus q by c ak into 1 by m pk minus q by c ak vector, or minus L we can write, we will write in next step L for Lagrangian for 1 by 2 mv square minus qs plus q by c v vector dot b vector in next step. Now we have h equals to sigma over k mvk plus q by c ak, that is value of pk is mvk plus q by c ak, we have already obtained इंटू वी के का वैल्यू बाद में पुट करेंगे, माइनस एल इन प्लेस ऑफ Lagrangian ऑफ ए चार्ज पार्टिकल ऑफ चार्ज क्यू इज 1/2m v स्क्वायर माइनस क्यू एस प्लस क्यू बाई सी वी वेक्टर डॉट ए वेक्टर। वी के का वैल्यू हम बाद में पुट करेंगे नेक्स्ट स्टेप में, बेटर होगा, फाइनली पुट करेंगे इसके बाद सिंप्लीफिकेशन के बाद। और h इक्वल टू, नाउ यूजिंग आइंस्टीन समेशन रूल we can write vk for only v and ak for ak vk, that is ak into vk, that is a vector dot b vector. So using Einstein summation rule we have m vk into vk, that is mvk square, that is mv square plus q by c ak vk, we can write it as a vector dot v vector or v vector dot a vector because dot product is commutative। और आइंस्टीन समेशन रूल का यूज करते हुए समेशन को अब हटा सकते हैं, तो यहाँ सफिक्स भी के जनरलाइज कोऑर्डिनेट भी हटाया जा सकता है। सो एम वी स्क्वायर वी इंटू वी के दैट इज वी के स्क्वायर विच इज वी स्क्वायर हाफ एम वी स्क्वायर ओनली। समेशन को हटाने के बाद we have left the summation using Einstein summation rule plus q by c ak into vk, that is a vector dot v vector or v vector dot a vector, we can write it minus 1/2 mv square minus qs minus plus minus minus, अब ब्रैकेट को रिमूव कर रहे हैं, हटा रहे हैं, q by c a vector v vector dot a vector is a vector dot b vector, we can write it because dot product is commutative। अब ये टर्म कैंसिल हो जाएगा, q बाई सी भी ए वेक्टर डॉट बी वेक्टर माइनस q बाई सी भी वेक्टर डॉट ए वेक्टर, ये टर्म कैंसिल हो गया। सो वी विल लेफ्ट विथ हैमिल्टोनियन ऑफ द चार्ज पार्टिकल इन एन इलेक्ट्रोमैग्नेटिक फील्ड इज एम वी एच इजकल टू एम वी स्क्वायर माइनस हाफ एम वी स्क्वायर, दैट इज वी विल लेफ्ट विथ हाफ एम वी स्क्वायर 1/2 एम वी स्क्वायर विच इज द काइनेटिक एनर्जी ऑफ द चार्ज पार्टिकल माइनस और माइनस माइनस प्लस हो जाएगा सेकेंड टर्म, क्योंकि ब्रैकेट के बाहर माइनस है, दिस टर्म इज प्लस, सो प्लस क्यू एस, दैट इज हैमिल्टोनियन इज काइनेटिक एनर्जी एंड दिस इज पोटेंशियल फंक्शन क्यू इंटू एस। तो काइनेटिक एनर्जी प्लस पोटेंशियल एनर्जी, दैट इज हैमिल्टोनियन रिप्रेजेंट्स द टोटल एनर्जी ऑफ द सिस्टम। नाउ इन प्लेस ऑफ वी कैन राइट वी के, इन प्लेस ऑफ वी वी कैन राइट 1/m p minus q by c a, so we can write here 1/2 m in place of v we can write 1/m p minus q by c a, 1/q by c a k, this is v square, so it is v square plus second term is qs, यहाँ सेकेंड टर्म भी होगा qs and it is v square, so half m square 1/2 m square, तो एक m पावर कैंसिल होगा तो एक m बचेगा, इसमें एक m बचेगा और यहाँ भी स्क्वायर होगा, तो हैमिल्टोनियन हो जाएगा, यहाँ हैमिल्टोनियन होगा of the charge particle is it is m square in the denominator because term is h is equal to half m v square plus qs, so value of v is vk is 1/m pk minus q by c ak square, तो यहाँ पर vk स्क्वायर होगा, v स्क्वायर होल स्क्वायर होगा, तो 1/m स्क्वायर 1/2m हैमिल्टोनियन 1/2m v स्क्वायर प्लस qs, that is 1/2m into v स्क्वायर इज 1/m स्क्वायर into p अंडर ब्रैकेट p minus q by c into a स्क्वायर, a vector स्क्वायर प्लस qs, second term is qs, so finally हैमिल्टोनियन इज h इक्वल टू 1/2 और एक पावर m का न्यूमरेटर में कैंसिल हो गया है, तो 1/2m p माइनस p वेक्टर माइनस q by c a वेक्टर स्क्वायर प्लस q by s, and this is the final equation for Hamiltonian of a charge particle in an electromagnetic field, which is 1/2m p vector minus q by c, h is equal to 1/2m p vector minus q by c a vector whole square plus qs, and this is the expression for the Hamiltonian of a charge particle in an electromagnetic field. So write down this represents the equation for Hamiltonian of a charged particle in an electromagnetic field. Now we have to find the Hamilton. Now we have to find the Hamilton's equations for a charged particle in an electromagnetic field using Hamilton's canonical equation of motion. Now the Hamiltonian canonical equations or Hamilton's canonical equations of motion for a charged particle in an electromagnetic field are given by r dot. In place of qk dot, we have written r dot, which is in place of qk dot, which is generalized velocity, that is v, and it is delta h by delta p or delta h by delta pk. And from equation 4, we can write here, since h is Hamiltonian of a charged particle in an electromagnetic field, we have already obtained in equation 4, h is equal to 1 by 2m p vector minus q by c a vector square plus q into s. So differentiating it with respect to p, we get r dot, that is velocity, that is one of the Hamilton's canonical equation of motion. So del h upon delta p, after differentiating it, we have 1 by 2m into 2 p vector minus q by c a vector, and now delta p by delta p, that is 1 or minus, और second term का differentiation 0, तो केवल we will left with only 1 by 2m into 2 p minus q by c into a into 1, that is 1 by 2m into 2 p minus q by c into a is the vector function. So m and m, after differentiating, 2 and 2 will cancel out, so we will only left with 1 by m p vector minus q by c a vector. And for second equation, second Hamilton's equation of motion for a charged particle in electromagnetic field is p vector, that is rate of change of momentum, is equal to minus delta h by delta qk, delta q, and in place of q we can write, qk is position, so we can write here delta h upon delta r, and in place of del upon del r, we can use here grad in place of del upon del r, since r vector is equal to xi cap plus yj cap plus zk cap. So in place of del upon del r, or for one dimension along x-axis, del and del upon del r can be written as del upon del x. But for three-dimensional coordinate, r vector is equal to xi cap plus yj cap plus del xj cap. So del operator is equal to I cap del upon del x plus j cap del upon del y plus k cap del upon del j. So we can write minus del h upon del r equals to minus grad h. Now potential function is velocity and position dependent. Earlier we have taken Lagrangian as the difference of potential energy, kinetic energy minus potential energy, and kinetic energy was 1 by 2 mv square, and potential energy function was qs plus q by c v vector dot a vector. So p vector can be written as potential function, since potential function that is potential function depends on velocity and position both. So p dot vector equals to minus स्केलर फंक्शन था u के जगह v के जगह माइनस क्यूएस था प्लस q बाई सी v वेक्टर डॉट ए वेक्टर. तो यहाँ पर तो हैमिल्टोनियन फंक्शन में हमने यूज किया था h इक्वल टू सिग्मा ओवर के पी के डॉट इंटू क्यू के डॉट which was taken as qk dot was taken as r dot minus l. So this term is negative, both term potential term is negative, qs minus q by c v vector dot a vector. Now after partial differentiation p vector is equal to minus grad h equals to we get p dot vector is equal to minus q grad s minus q by c grad v vector डॉट ए वेक्टर। तो दोनों पोटेंशियल फंक्शन का जो दोनों टर्म था पोटेंशियल एनर्जी का, तो उसमें दोनों पर ऑपरेट हो जाएगा ये ग्रेड। सो दिस रिप्रेजेंट्स पी वेक्टर पी डॉट वेक्टर, दैट इज रेट ऑफ चेंज ऑफ मोमेंटम। सो पी डॉट इज इक्वल टू माइनस क्यू grad s minus q by c grad v vector dot a vector, and this is equation 6. So both equation 5, which is r dot is equal to v is equal to delta h by delta p is equal to 1 by m p vector minus q by c a vector, using equation 4 we can write here using equation 4 we get this equation, that is Hamilton's canonical equation of motion for a charged particle. One of the Hamilton's canonical equation of motion for a charged particle in electromagnetic field, and second equation is p dot vector is equal to minus q grad s minus q by c grad v vector dot a vector. This is equation number 6. So both equations 5 and 6 represent Hamilton's equations of motion for a charged particle in moving in an electromagnetic field. And this ends the video. अब इसी के साथ यह वीडियो समाप्त होता है। यदि यह वीडियो आप सभी को पसंद आया हो, जो कि काफ़ी दोनों एप्लीकेशंस काफ़ी इंपॉर्टेंट हैं बीएससी पार्ट 3 यूनिवर्सिटी एग्जामिनेशंस के लिए, तो यदि यह वीडियो आपको पसंद आया हो तो आप सभी इसे लाइक करें, दूसरों से शेयर करें, अधिक से अधिक संख्या में लाइक करें, शेयर करें तथा अधिक से अधिक संख्या में सब्सक्राइब करें। If you like this video, if this video is useful for you, all of you, then you can like it, you should like it, share to others and subscribe this video in large numbers. Thank you very much.